Hello, this is Igoro, host of the Igoro Show. And you are listening to the Steve and Crypto Show. So keep your ears open and your mouth shut.
Hey, welcome to the Steve and Crypto Show, presented by thestevestrout.com. I'm Steve.
I'm Crypto Zoo. What'll it be? Episode 63? Is that correct?
Okay, B3, I got it.
Yeah, I know. It's a little weak, but, you know.
You've done worse.
Yeah.
You've done worse.
Done a hell of a lot
I'm
worse.
okay with that. But I think we've been doing good enough that people keep coming back and listening and showing us lots of love on places like Patreon, which I don't know if you guys know about our Patreon page, patreon.com/SteveCrypto. We've been posting little pictures and exclusive episode and working on more stuff, some videos, some cool unboxing stuff that we're going to release to you guys first before we put it up on YouTube. And we got a bunch of crap recorded, and I just got to teach myself how to edit it and get it out to you guys. But it's coming. That's Patreon, patreon.com/SteveCrypto. Come there, subscribe, or whatever they call it when you kick into the show. What the hell do they call it on Patreon? I don't know. But there's other ways you can support us.
Yeah. Do you enjoy coffee, Steve? Do you enjoy a good cup of coffee?
Fuck that shit. Just kidding.
I'm drinking a cold cup of coffee right now.
Same.
And if you would like to contribute and maybe send us a nice, hot cup of coffee, piping hot cup of coffee, you can visit Buy Me a Doffy. Buy Me a Doffy.
Don't buy Doffies.
Yeah.
Buymeacoffee.com.
You can buymeacoffee.com/SteveCrypto. Buy Me a Doffy.
Somebody should go search buymeadoffy.com and see what kind of weird shit you get. We're going to find out like a Doffy is some weird like sex thing involving poop or something.
Had to take it there, right?
Had nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
We didn't do that.
Anyway, buymeacoffee.com/SteveCrypto. It's a great way to contribute to the show. Just send us a little something, a little thank you. We appreciate everybody who has contributed so far. Basically, everything goes towards helping out the show and just improving everything, improving our gear, our overall sound, goes towards promotion, all sorts of different things.
Buying Doffies.
We'll figure out what that is, and we're going to buy some. Maybe we'll give it away. Maybe we'll do a little...
do a Doffy giveaway.
Yeah. So, again, thank you to everyone who has contributed so far. We really appreciate it. It really has helped us a lot in the last year and a half or so that we've been doing this show.
Yeah, and not everybody can afford to help out monetarily, which we understand because we're poor as well. But you can show some support for the Steve and Crypto Show by sharing us and liking us and reviewing us and rating us wherever you listen to your podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. He's CryptoZoo88. I'm the Steve Strout. Follow us, retweet, share our episodes, do whatever, get the word out, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your mom. But your mom probably already knows about us. But no. Yeah.
Another way that you and your mom can keep up to date on what we got going on is you can visit our Facebook group page, just the Steve and Crypto Show podcast. Come join, be a member. Doesn't cost a thing. Only costs a little bit of your time. And if you are creating anything, if you're an artist, if you got an album you're working on or maybe a comic book or whatever it might be, feel free to post something in there. You are encouraged to do so.
Just anything you're working on. We don't care if you're fucking writing a children's book.
Yeah. If you got a little segment from that children's book, throw it in there.
Do it. It's funny, I just had a thought and I lost it. But I was just thinking how we're over here like, hey, support the show, and then we started making your mom jokes. I think that's counterproductive.
We
but
support moms too.
We support moms.
Especially moms who enjoy podcasts.
There you go.
Pod
moms.
Hopefully we're,
pod moms.
Hopefully we're giving you something fun to listen to while you're cleaning the house or while you're at work or, out on a walk.
Enjoying a fresh Buffy.
Yep.
But yes.
We're going to find out later that a Doffy is...
Doffy, that's what you said.
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
Buffy. Buffy's a whole new different thing.
Now,
We don't mess with Buffy's. Doffy's is... I draw my line at Doffy's.
Well, you threw it out there. Now I want to know what a Buffy is.
Don't do it. Don't go... Remember 15 years ago when the whole blue waffle thing happened?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't search for Buffy's.
God.
Anyways.
Eat blueberry waffles, not blue waffles.
Yeah. I believe you brought that up. Maybe
you brought it
up. Maybe I'll edit that out. Probably not. But
you remember when the whole 2 girls 1 cup thing came up? When that was a thing? I remember one of my exes was like, "You haven't seen that? You got to check it out." Like, do I really have to? Yeah.
You secretly had seen it?
No, that shit was gross. I mean, it looked like soft serve, but the shit was gross. Whatever it was,
okay, that's gross. Like,
yeah,
we like to talk about horror and pop culture stuff, not poop culture.
I'm basically hammering down the fact that someone thought that I needed to see that. Like, I don't see any.
The key word is an X.
Yeah,
that's why.
There's a reason why we don't talk anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk
trying to make me watch some poop video.
She was like, "Did you see this video I made in high school?" But speaking of funny things, like when we're setting up here to get ready to record this episode, we were sitting here and it got quiet for a moment, and we heard from the other room we had a little shout out from Boogersaurus. We just hear, and they would look over our shoulder, and there he is, getting snacks for the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to the Boogersaurus episode, you know what we're talking about. But anyways, that made me laugh, and I thought it was worth mentioning.
And he's just sitting over there smiling at us.
Yep. And now he has, like, a laser pointer.
Yep.
Uh-oh. He's got to do, like, a PowerPoint thing and be like, and this is why you guys suck.
Those laser pointers are free entertainment. The cat loves it. My 2-year-old loves it. Yeah. You guys are out at the bar on a Saturday night. I'm at home using a laser pointer to make my kid run around so he gets tired early in the night. It works.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably tired me out, too.
Yeah. You'll sleep like a baby.
My arm hurts now. Making me fuck with this damn laser pointer. But it's been a lot of interesting stuff, sort of. I guess the most interesting things have been the Book of Boba Fett and Peacemaker are both really kicking ass, been really good shows.
I hope something good comes out once those shows are done. We're going to feel it. Like, once those finales wrap up, it's like, oh, what do we watch now this week? Like, what do I watch on a Wednesday night?
Aren't we getting, like, a Moon Knight series from Marvel?
I don't know how soon, but yes, we are.
I know it's coming. There's a trailer.
Yeah.
A trailer came out, so that should be good. I think it'll be good.
And on the Star Wars side of things, we are getting a Kenobi series as well.
Yeah,
which
but who knows
Ewan
when it's
McGregor,
coming.
who knows when it's coming, but I know that is a for sure thing. It has been solidified. Ewan McGregor is coming back for the role of Ben Kenobi, and Hayden Christensen is coming back for the role of Darth Vader. Which, I'm not crazy about the actor, but I gotta say, I want to see Vader in his prime. And I feel like this show...
in his prime.
Yeah, Vader in his Optimus Prime. This show might give us him in his full potential, like a younger, pissed-off Darth Vader.
Like the scene from
Rogue One. Yeah, just give
us
us, like, a few hours of that.
That was cool, because I remember up to that point, when I was a kid, Vader was, like, the biggest badass, like, the scariest villain. He was legit. But then we got the prequels, and we got whiny-ass Anakin. Just pissed off, baby-killing, whiny fuck Anakin. And I was just like, this is Darth Vader.
This
Darth
guy's
Vader's
gonna
a
be the baddest
bitch.
motherfucker
Yeah,
in
like
the
Darth
galaxy.
Vader's a chump. But then they did that scene, and he just whooped people's ass up and down that hallway, and was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's Darth Vader. He's
Yep.
cool now. He's
Yep.
cool again.
And it was pretty much solidified right there that it was the best part of Rogue One.
That whole movie was good. I liked
It is. It's very good.
It was important. It had its place.
It's like it's kind of weird to say this, but I feel like Rogue One is the most warlike, in quotations, the most warlike of the Star Wars series. It feels like you're watching a war movie.
Well, I mean, it kind of was like meant to be. Is like a tumultuous time. That's the right word, tumultuous. Did I say that right? I don't know. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. But it was a crazy time when the Empire was assholes and the rebel uprising and had to step up and do some shit and steal some Death Star planes and do their thing.
Yeah.
I guess that's how war goes.
But yeah, I mean that Book of Boba show was doing pretty well. I mean the last episode was like Book of Mando, but I'm not entirely hating on that. I'm really not.
I think it's getting ready to set up some awesome crossover shit.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to see some Grogu. Because it sounds like he's going to round up a little squad to do some ass kicking.
Yeah, he's got the muscle on his side now. That Rancor is probably going to be put into action.
His little baby Rancor.
Yep. And then, of course, Fennec and a couple Gamorrean guards. And
he got his little gang of colorful Vespa riding teenagers.
Yep. Yeah, the Power Rangers are going to be there to help out.
Go, Power Rangers.
Go, Mandalorians.
They should find a way to get Ahsoka to come and help, too.
Yeah.
Kind of set up for her show that's coming, which could be what they're doing.
And then they'll reveal the new villain of the show is Rita Repulsa.
No. Oh, Lord. You know what's funny? I didn't really watch.
Get you, Mandalorians!
I didn't really watch Power Rangers as a kid. I was a little, kind of at that age when I was just a little too old to watch Power Rangers.
Yeah, I grew up on the OG version, but that's it. Like after they kind of, like, I don't know, they made the original series and then the movie, and after that, I think I just moved on to other things.
Yeah,
they've changed the Power Rangers so much. But anyway, yeah, this Book of Boba Fett series is getting really, really good.
Yep, and Peacemaker. I mentioned Peacemaker. That's been awesome.
Yeah, I've had the theme song stuck in my head for the last week.
That don't go away.
Really want to taste it?
It don't go away. It stays. It's embedded in your soul forever. Have you tried to learn to dance?
No comment.
I got challenged to learn it, but I can't get it. I get past the first couple like arm things and then like the little thrust thing.
You gotta do the shotgun thrust.
Yeah.
And then the hardcore, she's got her arms just like cranking.
Yeah, she's like killing it.
Yeah, actually I heard that she is really the main one that has like some dancing background, I guess. And
Probably.
So they tried to kind of showcase her a little bit in that intro, but
yeah.
We've probably already said it. That intro is unskippable. Other shows will, hit the little button to get through the 30-second intro or whatever it is, but this one, this show, I want to watch it every time.
Don't skip it.
Yeah.
And it's like the same exact thing every time, but I just can't skip it.
Yeah, it sets the mood for the show.
And fucking eagly, man.
Yeah. And, we kind of spoiled the last Book of Boba a little bit just by bringing up the fact the Mandalorian's in it. So,
but it was about a week ago.
Yeah.
So, if it was a movie, I'd say we got to give it a little bit longer.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say spoilers. We're gonna dive into Peacemaker a little bit too.
So rewind right now. Rewind this episode and pretend you didn't hear us just fucking tell you about Boba Fett.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretend you didn't hear none of that, and then press play. Good? Ready? Go.
Well, we already spoiled the
Watch
other
Book
show.
of Boba Fett. Watch Peacemaker.
Yeah.
The last episode, there was no... the team kind of became a team.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they kind of bonded over Hanoi Rocks, who is like one of the greatest fucking glam rock bands ever. I don't know, probably before your time.
Yeah.
All those bands are kind of before your time.
I don't follow the glam rock stuff like Steve does so much, but, we did have Ace Von Johnson on the show a while back, and he does play with LA Guns. If you've noticed, there's a LA Guns poster on Peacemaker's wall.
And they also, in the records that he stole from the Butterfly Chicks collection, there was a Faster Pussycat album.
Yep.
Which Ace played with them too, which is
Yeah.
cool. I mean, he didn't play with them when those albums came out, 'cause he's actually younger than me. I think he's probably about your age. I don't know. He's younger than me, though, and he was probably a baby when those bands were big, but now he's one of them.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's good seeing these kids appreciate good old music.
Man, the butterflies in this show are kind of cool. That whole plot,
Yeah,
Did
that's
you,
some weird James Gunn shit.
Yeah, I mean, I knew right away at the end, when what's her name, Adebayo was putting the helmet on. Like, I was even getting kind of drowsy, and it's nothing on the show. I was just watching it late.
You knew she would.
Oh yeah,
See.
yeah.
Like, oh,
like
shit.
I kind of perked up, once I saw her grab the helmet. Like, oh shit! Like, here, it's gonna spill the beans right here. She's about to find out what's going on with the leader of the
Whatever
group.
his name is. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, I mean, he's a necessary character, but he could go. As far as I'm concerned, he could go. He's done his part. He's done what he needs to do.
I have a feeling, that they got to kill off somebody for this season.
Yeah.
They can't all survive. So
Don't kill Vigilante.
yeah, he's fun.
Don't kill Peacemaker. Don't kill Harcourt.
Yeah.
Don't kill the other lady,
Adebayo.
Don't kill the Steve Agee character. Don't kill Diebeard.
Yeah.
Just keep everybody. You can get rid of the boss, but fuck everybody else. It's good. I'm sure some of you guys are watching it. It's crazy. Before we get too far rambling about nonsense, the hell did we talk about last week?
Last week was episode 62.
Without mentioning any of the rhymes.
We'll admit right now, news has been a little slow. So, that's kind of why we told you the origins of Boogersaurus and all that. And we hope that you guys are sticking along through those episodes. We
did talk about how we are not about cryptocurrency.
Oh, that's for sure.
We talked about Peacemaker and Book of Boba, of course, because that's been like the main focus.
Yep, that's our weekly entertainment at this point.
Yeah, we haven't had any guests in a few episodes, but there's reason behind that. We're working on some cool stuff. Working on some new guests, some new promo segments. I am working on bringing back, any of you guys listen or have followed thestevestrout.com for a while. A couple years ago, I did a series, and I believe I mentioned this when we first started the podcast, wanting to do it, but now I'm going to make it happen. I did a series about horror hosts. It was like a profile series, and I gave each of them a list of questions, and they all kind of answered and told their story and background and stuff. And it was really popular. People loved it. They did well on the site. So I want to bring it back on the podcast and actually have somebody as host on as guest. And I've talked to a couple people, a couple horror hosts that are, kind of legends in that game about coming on and doing it, and they're into it. So stay tuned. Eventually, we're going to get the horror host profile series going on here. we're not going to do it like every week, but it might be, one a month or every couple months. But it's going to go down, and it's going to be freaking awesome. I'm excited because that's like my jam. I'm all about that shit. It's like, it's weird how obsessed I am with it, and it's like a kind of a art, like a form of entertainment that was before my time. But now seeing people like Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy and Svengoolie kind of keeping it going and on the mainstream, in the spotlight, it's opening up for a lot of other hosts to pop up, and it's been really cool. And of course, we've had a bunch on the show already. Dario Evo, we've had Dr. Gangrene.
Igoro, of course.
We know Igoro, who intros every episode, I love that intro.
Yeah.
So that's coming. Stay tuned. That's coming eventually. And like I said, we have other guests in the works and low promo spots coming up. And as always, if there's anything you guys think we should check out, any projects, anybody putting out a book, game, movie, anything, a good artist that we should mention and let them come on for a few minutes and hype their work, let us know or send them our way. We're always looking to promote people, like we've said from day one. That's our biggest thing, is to promote creators. But have fun and act like our goofy ass selves.
Yeah.
Because you can't take yourself too seriously. You can't take life too seriously.
Yeah.
You'll fucking go crazy.
Speaking of not taking yourself seriously, one of my favorite shows of all time is coming back. A show I've been watching.
The Smurfs?
Well, yeah, but another show. Cool. Another one of my favorite shows of all time. South Park is coming back. Season 25 starts this week. So I believe by the time you're able to listen to this, you should be able to watch episode 1. I think it's coming out Tuesday or Wednesday.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I know it's this week. They're probably literally working on episodes as we speak.
Yeah.
It's Monday, and they're probably working on episodes because they stay pretty topical and like on up to date with all their shit they talk about and joke about.
Yeah, there's a video. I don't know if you can find it now. Probably on YouTube somewhere, but it's called 6 Days to Air, which is just, a look right inside their studio and them going through day-to-day process to make an episode happen. So it's pretty cool. Just watching them like do the voices in the booth and all that. But yeah, Steve's right. They're probably working on. They probably have episode 1 done, and they're working on episode 2 now.
Maybe they're pretty close.
Yeah. But hey, I mean that schedule has worked for them for 25 years now. So, I mean, they started in '97. It's crazy to say they've been around that long.
That's insane. That's the year I graduated high school. How long ago was that?
1997.
Yeah.
God, that's.
Do the math. Come on, quick, Jesus. So 97.
Yeah, didn't I just say 25 years?
Is it 25? And it's 25 seasons, but they might have skipped a year or something in between.
Yeah, that's 25 years, yeah.
Son of a bitch. I graduated 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So they've had like 8 class reunions since I fucking graduated. I didn't go to one.
Yeah.
You're coming up on how many years?
I graduated in 2006.
So you're 14 years
And
ago.
let me throw an even weirder twist on it.
16 years.
The day that I graduated, June 6th, 2006.
What's that mean?
666.
Oh, that explained you.
That explains my whole class. But, yeah, man, South Park's always been one of my favorite shows. And I remember when the movie came out, and just like in the South Park movie, when the kids go to watch Terrence and Phillip and they go to school the next day, like, yes, I watched the movie. Who wants to touch me? That kind of happened at our school because, like, one of my classmates went to see the movie with his older brother, and the rest of us were like, oh man, like our parents won't take us, or our brother or sister won't take us. And we're like, what's it like? Like, did you get to see Kenny? And, this and that. And he's just telling everybody. And I remember that so well.
I just remember the scene when Cartman is like, how would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison? And that just, like, South Park went through a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And that just blew my fucking mind. And it was just like, what the hell? What is this becoming?
Remember when
amazing.
they did that same type of thing when Miss Chokes on Dick came into the show? Like, laughing at her name. Anyway, she was a substitute teacher. And I remember her coming into the class, and before she gets there, Cartman's like, all right, we're all going to stand up on the tables and pull our pants down and tell her to suck our balls. And he's the only one that ends up doing it. A little bit later, he, pulls another trick, and same thing. He's the only one doing it. But that show has always just managed to be creative, even with all the toilet humor thrown in. Like,
they're definitely creative, like you said, the toilet humor, but they do manage to stay current.
That's what I was getting to. Yeah, they stay current, and a lot of their episodes seem to have a positive message in the end. So it's like if you can get through 20 minutes of like all the crude humor, like it might be a little buried in there, but you can often get a good message when Kyle's like, I've learned something today, and then they start going off. I remember one older episode when like Kyle was basically saying that parents should maybe try sitting down in front of the television with their children and watching things and explaining to them instead of using the television like a babysitter. And just like, ooh, shots fired, because Matt and Trey have gone through some problems
shit,
over the years. It is. Yeah. It's real shit, and it's probably from the heart of Matt and Trey because they've dealt with some shit like that where parents think just because it's a cartoon they can put on for their kids. Like, do some research, man. Like, one, these cartoons aren't on at 11 a.m. Like if your kid is watching South Park, it's probably a little later in the night, and what the hell are you doing anyway?
Right. Doing homework or something.
Yeah, don't ruin it for the rest of us who want to watch our cartoons.
I agree. So, yeah, check out South Park if you still watch that show.
Yeah.
I kind of watch it sporadically. Like, I'm not as invested as you are.
Yeah.
A lot of people, but
hey,
I'll check it out.
If you want to know who started the pandemic, you better watch.
I did see that. And that's funny. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. Check out these little messages that we have from some friends.
Hello, patients. This is your friend, Dr. Dread.
Okay.
We are from Dr. Dread Reviews. But right now, you're listening to The Steve and Crypto Show.
Steve and Crypto.
Back to the Steve and Crypto Show.
In the middle of the woods, in a secluded cabin, lives Aaron, a deranged serial killer on a gore-filled path of destruction. With each new victim, his appetite for blood and carnage increases. There is only one problem, though. His victims don't stay dead. Night of the Undead Whores, an extreme horror novelette by Eric Capitan. Now available on Amazon.
Hi, I'm Doug Jones, the tall, skinny, goofy actor who plays lots of monsters and creatures on film and in TV. But today, I want you to know that you are listening to the best podcast on the air, and that would be the Steve and Crypto Show.
Randy fucked a bat, and now COVID's here. Anyway, let's talk some horror.
Yes, it's time. Last episode, we reminded everybody to go vote for the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards. Hopefully you guys got that done. And send your suggestions in for the Rondo Awards. It's been a lot of cool shit in horror the last year,
Yeah.
And it's been good, and there's starting to be some more interesting stuff coming in. Netflix is getting into a lot of horror stuff, which we'll talk about in a second. But of interest to Crypto, I know he'd been waiting for the Evil Dead game to come out. It was supposed to come out in February, but they pushed it back again to May 13th.
Not surprising. They're just trying to do a little couple, finishing touches and make it the best that they can. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have more like downloadable content down the road for you to get that they haven't finished yet. That's my guess. Later they'll have more content, more characters, weapons, whatnot. But yeah, it's been delayed. But I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to another
Evil Dead thing?
Well, another Evil Dead product. Yeah, another product in that same realm, which is the new Evil Dead movie, which is titled Evil Dead Rise. Now, I looked at Looper.com and got a little bit of news, and they were saying that they're basically full steam ahead on this movie. The finished product will forego a traditional theatrical release, and instead it's going to head directly to HBO Max. And so, I mean, it doesn't mean that it's going to be bad. We've had some great movies just head right to streaming, and so I would like to see it on the big screen.
I think the fact that the Evil Dead franchise is kind of more like a cult favorite thing, they probably stand to do better by putting it on HBO rather than the theater, because I don't think it would do as well in theater as they'll do better by trying to sell more subscriptions than trying to sell in the theater.
Yeah, even though horror is definitely like getting bigger, and there's a lot of movies that are doing well, they're in that genre. Evil Dead just hasn't. It's like I said, it doesn't have the mass appeal.
It's got that cult following.
It is. It's definitely a cult thing. It doesn't have the mass appeal that Halloween does.
Halloween, Scream, which just
Scream's kicking ass right now. And I love Evil Dead. I mean, it's one of my favorite franchises. So I'm not talking any shit here, but I'm just being real about it. It's true. Like Steve said, it's they got a cult following. There's people that love that franchise like I do.
Did you watch the there's actually a documentary. I think it's like Hail to the Deadites or something like that, and it just came out on Shudder.
Really?
Not too long ago. It came out in the last month or so, I think.
Okay.
But I keep meaning to watch it, but I keep getting sidetracked. Like the other night, I was actually thinking about watching it. Then I was like, oh yeah, they're putting out that The Man Behind the Monster. It's a documentary about Boris Karloff. Like starting with Frankenstein stuff and then going through his career, kind of.
I did hear about that.
I started that.
Yeah.
I started that. Of course, I fell asleep because that's my thing. But
Mine too.
So far, it's pretty fucking good. So I got to finish that up. Maybe we'll talk about that once I finish it.
Yeah. Well, last little bit of news on Evil Dead Rise. Lee Cronin, who is behind The Hole in the Ground, he penned the screenplay for Evil Dead Rise and will be directing this outing as well, with both Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell attached as executive producers. The film is not set to begin production until June, and it looks like they're going to be working on it in New Zealand.
I thought they already started it.
According to this article here, it's saying June. Post-production is going on now, but I think they're really working on it.
Keep our ears open on it then, because I've seen some stuff come out of Looper that was kind of bogus.
Yeah.
They make shit up. But we'll see. I mean, it's definitely happening, so that's a positive.
Yeah, I really haven't been able to find a whole lot of information other than what I found here. Yeah. Most websites are basically just throwing up the poster, and letting us know that they're not going to be in the cabin. We're taking the story out of the woods. They're going to be in the city for this one. But
do we know? We talked about this before, but is Bruce going to be in it?
No.
He's just producing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not.
He'll show his fucking face.
I'm hoping that he's just trying to mess with everybody. Yeah.
Even like the remake they did, he popped up.
Okay, and I've probably said this before too, but I love that remake so much. That's like
It was good.
That's like
I liked it.
Probably my favorite horror remake that I've seen so far. I love it so much. Very bloody and just gruesome, but you know, I thought that the dude that picked up the girl at the end in the truck, that should have been him. That should have been Ash. And then they just drive off because they did announce after that movie that they planned on making another one. Well, they were going to do Army of Darkness 2. And then after that, they planned on jumping into a movie where Ash and the girl from the remake team up and fight Deadites together. And they just squashed that whole thing.
Every other fucking year, there's new. This is going to happen or that's going to happen. But like every franchise.
I was just really hoping they would have built off of that Fede Alvarez version because it was just so well done. So,
I need to rewatch that.
But now this new one's going to have, you know, again, a female lead, but there's supposed to be two of them. I don't know if they're
supposed to be like sisters.
Sisters, yeah. So I'm wondering how the Necronomicon is going to find its way to the city and why, you know, like if someone would have had to have gone out to the woods and grabbed that book and brought it, like why the hell would you do that?
You know, it'd be funny is like somebody found it and like, you know, like around here they have like on the corners of streets those like little book trading things, little boxes with the book trading things.
Yeah,
somebody just found it in there.
I'm gonna give this one back.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one in there.
Yeah,
that would be hilarious.
I mean, it's wrapped up in barbed wire and shit, or at least they did that in the remake. Like
somebody should write that movie. Somebody write the movie about the little mobile library, whatever the hell they call them things. But somebody gets a book that unleashes demons,
and maybe it possesses you to where like you don't put it back where you got it, you just give it to someone new.
It possesses you to become like a literary critic.
You end up keeping the curse alive by passing it on to someone new rather than like I have to destroy this or I have to take it back where I found it or something.
You just become a critic and just start reading all the books and just shitting on them. Go around just killing people that write bad books.
What if we did that with like a Zack Snyder movie? It's like the DVD, you know, and you pass that around and you just turn into a critic. You're like, this is shit. Here, I'm going to pass it on to someone else. And they
that's
like, this
that's
is
my
shit.
real life. That's my real life. That's what I do. I would pass that along to me. I'll punch you in the face. How about that? That's the whole movie. End movie.
Well, I got to find you a new birthday present.
Don't bother.
I'll just give you your other favorite gift. Nothing.
I would prefer nothing over the Snyder Cut.
What if I gave you the Snyder Cut and like a can of gas and some matches? Would that be okay? If I hand you the DVD first, you're like, son of a bitch, and then I hand you that stuff. You're like, you know what? You just redeemed yourself.
You know me. You know me. You know what I like. Let me burn this motherfucker. Let me just burn this movie.
It's getting cold. Let's start a fire.
Yeah. Fuck that whole movie and fuck the Snyder Cut and fuck Joss Whedon for his involvement in it. And fuckity fuck. Let's talk about cool shit. We're talking about good streaming stuff like Netflix.
Well,
Netflix is
hold on.
coming with it.
Yeah, they are. Hold on, Netflix. You know, part of me wants to say I don't want to spend the $25, $30 on that DVD to give to you, but adding more money into it by having to spend some cash on a book of matches and the gas can and said gas for the burning, I think it's worth it. I think it really is.
Just give me a Starbucks gift card. It'll be better.
All right then. Back to the Netflix.
So yeah, Netflix stuff. There is a new series on Netflix, a zombie series.
Directed by Zack Snyder.
No. God damn you. It's called All of Us Are Dead. It's a Korean zombie series. And, like, I'm hearing people, like, kind of draw comparisons to Train to Busan, which was fucking amazing. It was one of the best zombie films in years.
I still haven't watched that whole movie, but I watched like the first...
You watched some of it at my house.
Yeah, I watched the first like
it's good.
20, 30 minutes at your house, and I didn't want to leave, man. Yeah, I had to go.
It's a good movie. You should watch it. It's out there. But so like I said, it's drawn some comparisons to it, and if it's anything near what that movie is, it's going to be exciting. I think it's available on Netflix now. If anybody's watched it, let me know your thoughts, because I'm excited about it. I just need to find time to watch it, and I need to stay awake to watch it, because I'm old.
You know, another movie that I need to stay awake for, and I'm definitely going to find time to watch, is Ghostbusters Afterlife. I know you've seen it.
Yes,
I missed
so
it in the
good.
theaters. I really wanted to go. But it's actually coming out to Redbox February 1st. That's
So does
tomorrow.
that mean it's going to be available to buy too, or just for rent for a little bit?
I'm
They'll
not
probably
sure.
try to milk that for a minute, and then
I'm not sure. I just know that I rented Candyman and Addams Family 2 from Redbox, and I saw the little thing for February 1st, Ghostbusters. So I don't know if it's coming out on like DVD and Blu-ray for everybody else to purchase, but
See, I
I
thought
haven't
it-
seen it, so I'm
I
gonna
thought
go
it was
rent
coming to streaming for a little bit, and then
Yeah?
I don't know. We'll see. Go look at your Redbox. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know, but it's a good movie. But Netflix stuff. That Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie is coming.
Yeah.
It looks fucking brutal.
Yep.
It looks good. But there's little things that are like kind of not sure I feel about it. Like
Yeah.
like you pointed out a video to me where the guy brought to our attention that is basically
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, you know, for people listening out there, did you enjoy the Halloween 2018 plot with, you know, them scratching all the sequels and bringing back Laurie Strode as an older woman? Because that's pretty much what they're doing with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Which, you know, it worked for Halloween, and that doesn't mean that it won't work for this. But just when you hear that right away, you're kind of like, well, that's it. You know, it's kind of just like copycat the format of another successful movie. Like, oh, if it worked for Halloween, maybe it'll work for us.
it's kind of become like this new movie trope. Like they just
Yeah,
did it with the Scream movie.
yeah, and it might be good. I mean, Scream 5 is getting pretty good reviews.
People, it's good. It's not perfect by any means. Like still think the first one's the best one.
Yeah, you had a
I
chance
think,
to see
I
it.
think after, I finally got to watch it 2 weeks late. But as a matter of fact, you know, they usually have like cool promo stuff at the theaters and shit. I grabbed a couple extra posters from it. So let's give one away to somebody. So I'll come up with a way to pass one along to somebody listening. But it was a pretty cool poster. I'll take a picture of it.
Well, I'm listening,
Post it.
and I know someone you could give one away to.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
No, I want some of you lovely listeners to get one.
But the yeah, like you said, the Laurie Strode thing, in Scream, they brought back Sydney and Gail, and it's like they brought back the final girls from the old movies to bring back and get the revenge.
That's what's going on with this one,
Which
too.
seems like that's the thing now.
The girl in the
With
original
her.
Texas Chainsaw that jumped in the back of the car and got
It's
away.
a different actress, but it's supposed to be the same girl.
Yep. If you look at the little clip, the trailer online, you can see that. Like there's this older woman that's staring at these clips or these newspaper clippings, and you can just put two and two together and figure it out. That's her, and you know, it doesn't look bad.
Oh, it looks good. Like there's like the scene you see with obviously people have seen the trailer, so it's not spoiling anything. But the scene, like when he jumps on the party bus, which when we're looking at it, I was watching that, and everybody was trying to like
Everybody's live streaming.
live stream him.
One of the
and,
guys was like, "You ditched me for this shit."
and then they just cut to Leatherface like jacking the dude up against the ceiling and
Yeah,
chainsaw motherfuckers. I was like, yes,
making
we
it
need
rain
this.
blood.
But I think it's awesome that Netflix is really getting deep into the horror stuff
Yeah,
because we need it. It's time. It's
I'm
time
definitely looking forward
Time
to
for
it.
horror.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna try it out. I'm not crazy about a couple things about it. Like I'm not crazy about the look of his mask. But I
think it looks more like realistic what
It does.
you know, people's fucking faces look like on
it
your
does
face.
look a little bit more realistic, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this is just my opinion. I haven't really been happy with the look of Leatherface's mask since like the early 2001 remake that they did with Arlie Ermy in it. You know, that was the last version of him. I thought he looked really good. Since then, it's just been okay. But I'm looking forward to the story. You know, it looks like it'll be fun. I mean, it's Leatherface is an old man. You know, and if he chose to speak, he'd probably be yelling at these kids to get off of his lawn.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Like, he probably wouldn't say anything. None. He would just fucking chop them up and paint his lawn with their blood. But
maybe for this movie, it's get off my land, considering these kids come in and I guess they have bought the property or the like the city, or
they want to gentrify the whole area.
Yeah,
that'll piss off your psycho serial killer, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Your local hick.
Your local hick, inbred serial killer, fucking cannibal lunatic.
Yeah.
But hey, man, it looks good. It looks like a fun horror movie. It can't be. I feel like it's gonna be on par with Halloween Kills. You know, can't be no better or worse. It was just a fun, good slasher. You know, the bad guy comes and fucks shit up and kills a bunch of people, and we're gonna think he's dead at the end, and then we're gonna get another one.
Yep.
A couple years later.
Yeah. They've done a fair amount of Chainsaw remakes and reboots and whatnot, and we'll see if this one is
I don't even think I've
better than
watched
the
all
last
the reboots and remakes. Remember, I watched one and it was like just okay.
Yeah.
I still like the original.
Yeah.
So was it 74?
Yeah, I think it is 74.
Long time ago. But it should be good. Do you know the date that's coming out?
I don't.
No.
No.
Well, that don't help. See if we can look it up real quick. Like I said, it's going to be good. I thought initially I heard it was going to be like a reboot, like a remake of the original one, but apparently it's supposed to be like a direct sequel. Like you said, they're bringing back Sally to, like, she comes back. I guess she's like a Texas Ranger now or something, and she's coming back to fuck up Leatherface, supposedly. But we'll see.
She's coming back to fuck up Leatherface on February 18th.
February 18th. There you go.
Yeah.
That's good.
Just a couple days after Valentine's Day, you can...
There you go. That's a great way to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you can watch My Bloody Valentine and then follow it up with the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That sounds like a lovely night.
The 18th. What day of the week is that?
It's probably
18th.
A Friday.
We should have had this stuff all,
I think it's a Friday, yeah.
We should have had this all figured out.
Man, I'm going to have band practice that
but,
night.
Oh, you ain't going to be able to watch it.
Well, you know, and I could watch it another day, but
Just
why
skip
would you
practice.
want to watch it the night it comes out?
Just be like, I'm sick. I can't play drums today.
COVID, got to stay away.
Yeah.
I'm being home watching Leatherface. And then the next day, I'm better now.
See, if you didn't have band practice, we could maybe do like a live tweet-along with some of our listeners. That'd be kind of fun to chit-chat with them guys and fuck around with the movie. We should plan something like that. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Maybe like a new... We'll pick a movie sometime and just tweet along with it. It's always a blast, like, doing it, like, when Joe Bob shows on, or, like, Darcy will do, tweet-alongs, and it's fun.
Even if it's not something brand new, it could be something that we've already seen, and we're just
for sure.
talking and bullshitting about it.
For sure. That's really most of what's going on lately. I mean, I guess Clerks 3 is almost done.
Yeah.
It's not horror, but it's something we've been waiting for. So we'll finally get that damn movie.
Yep.
Excuse me. Oh, one more thing about Netflix. Since I veered away from horror, they picked up a live-action Masters of the Universe movie.
I heard about that.
Which is directed by the Nee brothers. I'm not super familiar with them, but I guess they wrote the screenplay with David Callahan, who wrote the Shang-Chi movie, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So that could be cool. Maybe it'll be a good action-packed, good movie, better than that piece of crap they did in the 80s with Dolph Lundgren. Because that was ridiculous. But that goes into production this summer. So I'm going to keep an eye on that because I've been wanting a really good live-action He-Man movie. Like, I saw the name of the actor that's supposed to be playing him. I had never heard of the guy, so I already forgot his name. But once more details come out, I'm sure we'll talk about that too.
It's got to be better than the original. That one just does not hold up at all.
It's funny if you want to get on and have a laugh.
Yeah.
Watch a goofy-ass movie.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Netflix put out that animated series that Kevin Smith produced, and that was really good.
I still haven't watched part 2.
It was really good. So I'm feeling pretty good about what they want to do with the whole Masters of the Universe franchise.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that they got the go to do the live action thing. I know that, I mean, as far as I know, Kevin's not behind it. It's
No,
a
he has
separate,
nothing to do with
separate
this.
thing.
It's totally
But
separate.
just knowing that the first half of the animated version didn't do so well, just because they hyped it up to be something that it, wasn't. And so when I heard that they were doing a live action thing, I just was a little shocked about that, a little surprised. It's good. I love the franchise, so I'm looking forward to whatever they come out with. But just kind of threw me off a little bit. I didn't expect anything Masters of the Universe to be coming from Netflix anytime soon.
I think it's just now is the time with all like people their obsessions with like nostalgia and
Retro things,
retro shit,
yeah,
toys, and you know what I mean? Because like all the new Master of the Universe toys are like doing really well.
Yeah.
People are snatching them all up. So
Yep.
there's obviously an interest there in it, and people that were fans that were younger are going to watch it.
yeah.
And then all the people that watched the Dolph Lundgren one are going to be like, oh, it can't be worse than that. I guess I'll watch it. Or they're going to be like, I need fucking redemption.
Yeah, actually, they should tell people to watch the original one and then watch the new one. Like
It's going to look awesome.
yeah, there's no way you're going to be like, this is terrible. I'm going back to the
it'd be
original.
bad if it's worse than the old one.
Ooh, you have to really not care. They have to really not care. Like people deliver their lines once, so like that's good. Keep it going.
I hope not.
We don't have time. No more takes. Keep it rolling.
And I hope they do a good job with Skeletor, and he looks fucking badass.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna sound like this still?
They'll have like Mark Hamill do the voice for him,
Yeah.
which was cool, but it was hard. Like if I was watching it, it was like, okay, Skeletor, but I
Close
closed
your
my
eyes.
eyes. Joker.
Yeah.
Like, yep.
I'm still not like upset about it. Like, oh, Joker
I
is
never
in Eternia now. Like,
I was always okay with it.
yeah.
You know, it was good. He did a good job with it. I don't know what that was. I just heard a loud bang. Maybe they're shooting
Probably
at us.
a 2-year-old.
Somebody's shooting at us like, Steve Crypto suck. But, hey, we're going to get ready to wrap up this episode. But I want to tell you guys to stay tuned. We're getting ready to record some more video footage. Crypto just took a trip to the Funko HQ up in Everett, Washington.
That's right.
And he got these 2 big-ass bags full of Funko Pops that we're probably going to video him showing off. Yeah. We were live streaming before we started recording, and I was letting him know that he spent his whole paycheck and made a joke about that and how he's going to be homeless and stuff.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Not if I get some of you lovely listeners to buy these Funko Pops, and I'll still have a roof over my head.
There you go. Come buy his Funko Pops. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so stay tuned. Watch. We have the YouTube channel, which we never mentioned on here. We have a YouTube channel now. We've been putting up little vlogs, having some fun with that. Like, we don't know what the hell we're doing. Just like this, but we know less about video stuff.
Yeah. But we're learning. We're getting better with each video, or at least we think maybe we are.
Maybe. I don't know.
We hope.
I figured out how to put our little logo on the fucking screens, and that was cool. That was fancy. I got fancy for number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fancy number 2 you left
fancy
there.
Number 2, yep. Yes, I only make the fanciest of number 2s. With that being said, it's probably a good... We've made one too many jokes about poop and boffies and doffies and...
Are they still listening?
Everybody, those people all left. They jumped off and they're like Googling and went down some weird black hole of a brown
These
hole.
guys know what boffies and doffies are. Don't act stupid.
Yeah. But hey, be sure to follow us on social media if you don't fucking hate us by now. CryptoZoo88, The Steve Strout. Jump on that Facebook group, the Steve and Crypto Show Facebook group.
Be sure you go to our Patreon if you would like to become a member. We have a lot of cool exclusive content over there.
And more to come.
More to come. The video we're about to film, we'll probably make sure we put it up for you guys to see first.
Yep, y'all got first dibs.
That's right. So be sure to visit patreon.com/SteveCrypto. And you can head over to buymeacoffee.com/SteveCrypto and send us a little contribution. Goes towards the show, makes things better all around.
Yeah, we thank you guys for tolerating us and for listening. I guess that's the same thing. But we will see you on episode 64.
That's right.
64. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thank you guys for listening.
Plenty more on 64.
You should have saved that, goddammit. Okay.
That means I got to think of a different one.
Yeah, you better come up with a good one now since you wasted
Your mama's a whore. It's episode 64.
Oh, man. They're like, buy me a coffee. Buy your own coffee, asshole.
Yeah, don't call my mother anything.
Hope you get a boffy and a doffy, too, you son of a bitch.
Shove that coffee right up your boffy.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We've been the Steve and Crypto Show.
We love you guys. Thank you for listening.